24 wins from 63 games managed over the course of 14 months. 47 out of the 63 were EPL games, and you managed to win 15 of them. You lost 19 and you drew 13. You have a win record, a win percentage of 38.1%. Honestly, I don't think you have any business being the head coach of a club as big as Manchester United, to be honest. This is the case of Ruben Amorim that was sacked on Monday. Yes, he was sacked on the 5th of January 2026 following this.
I just want to say that I'm going to be the manager of this team, not just the coach, and I was really clear on that. And that is going to finish in 18 months, and then everyone is going to move on. That was the deal. That is my job, not to be a coach. If people cannot handle the Gary Nevilles and the criticisms of everything, we need to change the club. No, guys, I just want to say that I came here to be the manager of Manchester United, not to be the coach. And every department, the scouting department, the sport director needs to do their job. I will do mine for 18 months and then we move on.
Yes, following that video you just watched, I understand the owners wanted stability because Erik ten Hag, when he left, it was chaos, it was topsy-turvy, a lot of ups and downs. He had issues with Sancho, he had issues with players generally, and they needed stability, they needed a structure. Because looking at the trend now, it is the young managers that are coming in to displace the old managers. The likes of Xabi Alonso, look at what he did with Bayer Leverkusen. The likes of Sir Fabregas doing well at Como. The likes of this guy again, what's his name again, Arteta of Arsenal. He came in and stabilized the team that was in shambles when Unai Emery came and left. It's looking at, there's been a paradigm shift. Like, it's been the focus now is on young managers, because the few young managers and these players can easily understand themselves. They come in, stabilize the team, and you're looking at these young managers on the long term, because you can give these young managers 4 to 5 years contract and stuff like that. I believe that was what Manchester United owners, the board and everybody, Jim Ratcliffe and every is in the structure, right? They came in and said, okay, we need a young manager, and they went for Ruben Amorim. Amorim did well at Sporting CP, no doubt. He came into Manchester United with the focus that this is a long-time plan. Like, okay, fine. After paying 9.5 million pounds as compensation package to Sporting CP, he came in and he was earning 6.7 million. That is, Manchester United paid that money, not Amorim paid. Manchester United paid that money as a compensation package to Sporting CP. Brought him in 14 months ago. Started paying him 6.7 million pounds. This is, we want you on the long term. We want you to stabilize the team. You're a young manager. We believe that we can thrive under your jurisdiction. Come in, manage, coach, ensure that these players are up to speed. They splashed the cash over 250 million pounds in the summer to get in players. Unfortunately, they did not get in a good and reliable midfielder. But then again, what exactly was Amorim's issue? Amorim is more reactionary than precautionary. He is a manager that emotionally he is not sound. He is the kind of person that is easily riled by people or people's words. You're not proactive. It's either his way or the highway. You came in with a 3-4-3 system. You're looking at this squad. I know I did say something about his kind of formations and all last season when he came in November 2024. Yes, when he came in November 2024, and I was like, this 3-4-3 is not working. Play to the strength of these players. Till at least try as much as possible, even if it's a 4-3-3 or any kind of formation. I know I'm no coach, I don't have a coaching license and all that, but at least I've watched a lot of football that would make me understand, okay, this is a particular system that would work well for this team. This is a particular system that would not work to an extent. At least I know that. Play something that would play to the strengths of those players. He said no. He wants to play 3-4-3. If you're not in my system, you are out. He had issues with Rashford. He had issues with Sancho. He had issues with Garnacho. Sancho's issue was even an inherited issue from Erik ten Hag's reign. I feel these are young players. You're a young manager. You understand. You've gone through this youthful exuberance. You've gone through this era. I was expecting him to come in. Okay, fine. These are the only players I have. I can't displace them because I've not even gotten players in the summer. Let's all try, come together, squash out everything, any kind of issue whatsoever. These players are not, I don't think they don't have, they have brains, they have working brains. They come in, you talk to them man on man, man to man, ensure that there's stability, not just for a few games, but for all through the season. 3-4-3 is not working, I'm playing 4-3-3. The kind of words I use in the media, they would want to sell, they want to ask you those no biting questions. You try as much as possible to be calm in the face of adversity. You lose the game and it's all over, it's in your head, you're talking, you're saying this, you're not a manager, you're not a coach, you're not a this, you're a manager, you're not a coach. You started say, I believe what led to his sack might not necessarily be what is happening on the pitch. Of course, his on-pitch performance, as his players' on-pitch performance has been terrible. 38.1% win record, like, is the worst. Even David Moyes had a better record than he did. Like, within that range, David Moyes it was just 8 months. David Moyes before they sacked him. He stayed at least 14 months, beyond 8 months. But it's not working out. Why is it going to work out? I should be mindful of the way I talk. I know Manchester United owners, they've not covered themselves in glory. A lot of things have been happening in the club and all that, but I don't think they had it in their mind to sack Ruben Amorim on the 5th of January, as in before the 5th of January. I don't think they had that. But his utterances in the media, his bad energy. He had a meeting with one of the directors of football, Jason Wilcox, on Friday. It was a very negative vibe. They didn't feel as though he wanted to stay. I won't really blame, because of course you're still contracted to the club. You're going to be, United is now your cash cow, because 10 points, if I'm not mistaken, 10.8 or 10.5 million would be what they would pay him for the remaining 18 months that is left in his contract. Because remember, he earns 6.7 per year, so a year plus the extra 6 months. So you can see what they'll be paying him. It's going to be over 10.5 or 10.8 thereabout, right? They've already spent 7.58 or 7.85 on him in the course of the 14 months he has spent. They're going to pay him 10 point something, and the amount they spent to get him from Sporting CP, 9.5 million pounds 14 months ago. You can see it's over 27.85 million. That's what they've spent on Amorim in the last 14 months and the next 18 months. That is if he doesn't get a job in the next 18 months. But as far as everybody is concerned, he still is a paying person, or a paying employee of Manchester United. It's not looking good. They also spent over 250 million pounds on players, summer signings. Everybody, the likes of Sesko has not even gelled. They've not gelled. He has not gelled. There's not been, when you look at Man United squad, there's a problem. There's a huge problem. United needs to fix. I know Ole is coming in. I feel Ole, he might come in and stabilize it, because United fans, some of their fans, they're excited that Ole will be coming in to help. He didn't win any trophy in the years he stayed with them, but at least he played good football with them. Like, they enjoyed the way and manner at which they played football then. Probably he comes in with the wealth of experience he has gotten for the clubs that he has managed so far. He comes in, stabilizes them, and bring back this winning culture and ensure that these players, there's no bad blood again. There's no bad blood. He's a former United player, legend. He knows the club in and out, though he has not worked under Ratcliffe before. But then again, he comes in, stabilizes this team, and ensures that they don't just, of course, they're on 6th place. European places is still up for grabs. We have 19 more games to play, 18 more games to play. We play 20, we have 18 more. We have a lot of points left together. They have 30 points, yes. They have a lot of points together. So we'll see what happens at the end of the day. What are your thoughts? Do you think it was okay to have sacked Amorim, or do you think the players caused it, the owners, they don't know what they want, or it was just Amorim's emotional, he was not emotionally intelligent? The kind of words, the kind of sayings and all that, I don't think it was worth it. Come on, like, you don't give the media things to feed on. The same thing happened with Enzo Maresca. Yes, he was frustrated, but the persons you are lashing out, or the persons you are telling, are not the right people you should be telling this thing, because they will take that narrative and fly with it. Of course, we are in the media now, journalists and everything. We need stories. We need as in mouth-watering stories to run with, and you just give them, and they tried them, and the owners became angry and they said, okay, fine, it's okay. Though Maresca left, he left his severance package, compensation and all that. He just left because he was fed up. Rightly so, he was fed up. Chelsea owners, that is a different ballgame altogether. But we'll see what happens at the end of the day. So is it Amorim's fault, or is it the owners of Manchester United, or is it the players? Who is at fault here? Is a three-wheel trajectory now? Who is at fault? Is it Amorim, the owners of Manchester United, or the players? Kindly state your opinions in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is written on the screen. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.